In ancient Japan, there were many wars between powerful and ambitious feudal lords. These wars were mainly fought on the battlefields. But not only that, there was a world of shadows and furtivity. Only highly trained men and women could enter it. These fearsome shadow warriors were known as ninjas. The origin of the ninjas is obscure as their very existence. They arose around the 12th century at the beginning of the Kamakura shogunate. The word ninja was not always used to designate these secret agents. The most common term was shinobi, which means the one who hides. In the beginning, ninjas were just spies. They pretended to be ordinary people, walking the streets and talking naturally to citizens in order to obtain valuable information. Many of these agents pretended to be merchants, blacksmiths, artisans, and even monks. They used many disguises to accomplish their goals. After all, nothing drew more attention than someone dressed in black and wearing a mask. Some became so skilled at pretending to be ordinary people that they spent years or even their entire lives as spies without arousing any suspicion. With the increase of political intrigue in feudal Japan, ninjas became increasingly in demand. On the other hand, security in castles and other important areas increased. Many of these places were guarded by very skilled samurais. The art of spying became incredibly risky. Many ninjas were executed after being captured. The ninjas became specialists in various martial arts. These arts are known as taijutsu. They mix judo, jujitsu, aikido, karate, and kung fu, all adjusted to become serious injuries and put the opponent out of combat as quickly as possible. But this was not enough to secure the safety of the ninjas, and weaponry training was also included. Ninjas specialized in the use of many different weapons. Most of them were sneaky, used in enclosed spaces, such as rooms or corridors. The dreadful makibishi was one of those weapons. Small pointed iron junctions thrown against the ground when ninja was chased. Very difficult to see in the dark, they caused serious damage when stepped on. They were very effective against horse-ridden pursuers. They could also carry a weapon called kusarigama, consisting of a small sickle and attached to a chain with metallic weight at the other end. Kusarigama was a difficult weapon to use and even more difficult to fight against. It had an enormous range. It could do a lot of damage with its chain, and if that failed, the sickle was used. Tekogaki were weapons used in risks, especially effective in hand-to-hand combat. The classic shurikens and kunais were not thrown to kill the enemy, but to wound him and leave him out of combat. They were thrown in sequence, seeking to reach vital points on the body. Contrary to the common idea, the swords used by ninjas had no straight blade. Many carried normal wakizashis or even katanas. Many ninjas also used chain mail under their kimono to ensure their protection. Ultimately, they could throw a smoke bomb to blind the enemy and escape to ensure their safety in the shadows. Ninja training began as a child. In addition to fighting techniques, they had to learn how to hide their presence in the most diverse environments.